Hey everyone, you all celebrate your birthdays every year. So what is a year? Well, one year, if we talk about, it contains 365 days, right? You all know about this. And it contains 12 months, right? And how many weeks does a year contain? Well, it contains 52 weeks and one extra day. Well, if you're wondering how did we get that, well, divide 365 by 7 because 1 week is of 7 days, right? So if I divide 365 by 7, I get 52 point something something. So 52 weeks plus the remainder, and that is 1. So 52 weeks and 1 day is the total number of weeks a year contains. Well, this is not the only type of year. You have a special type of year that occurs every 4 years, and that is called a leap year, right? So this one you have just looked at is called an ordinary year or a common year. So as I've told, a year is either an ordinary year or a leap year. Well, what is a leap year? Basically, this is the example of a leap year. Actually, 2016 is a leap year. So a leap year consists of one extra day than the ordinary year. So this has 366 days, right? 365 plus 1. The total number of months are the same. So I have 12 months. And what are the total number of weeks? Well, we have 52 weeks in a leap year plus now 2 extra days, right? Well, the month of February in the leap year has 29 days instead of 28 days, which was in the case of a non-leap year, that is an ordinary year. In that, February has only 28 days. Okay. Now the question is, how do you identify if some given year is a leap year or not? Well, this 2016 is a leap year. If you divide 2016 by 4, you get the remainder as 0. That means 2016 is completely divisible by 4. So such kinds of years that are completely divisible by 4 are leap years. But there's a problem with this definition. If I have the year as 1700 and if I divide by 4, I do get the remainder 0, but it is not a leap year. So this definition is slightly modified. Let us look at that definition while we solve this problem. We have been asked which of the following years are leap years. So let me write the steps to determine whether a year is a leap year or not. So there are two conditions if a year is a leap year or not. First of all, you'll have to check whether it is a century year or not. What is a century year? Well, a year which is a multiple of 100 is a century year. So this 1900, this 2000 are century years. So if it is not a century year and it is divisible by 4, it is a leap year. And if it is a century year, it must be divisible by 400, then only it is a leap year. Right? So let us look at these examples. Is 1900 a century year? Well, if I divide 1900 by 400 and cancel out these zeros, 19 is not divisible by 4. So 1900 is actually not a leap year. Well, 1900 is divisible by 4, but it is still not a leap year because it is not divisible by 400 because it is a century year. Now let's see whether 2000 is a leap year or not. Well, 2000 is again a century year. So I need to check if it is divisible by 400. So divide it by 400, cancelling out these zeros. 20 is divisible by 4, right? 4 times 5 is 20. So this is a leap year. Is 2004 a leap year? Well, first of all, 2004 is not a century year. So I need to divide this by 4. And 2004 is divisible by 4. So this is a leap year. Is 1948 a leap year? Well, divide this again by 4 because this is a non-century year. So we need to divide it by 4. And if you divide it, it is divisible. So this is also a leap year. I hope you got the point. This is a very important concept. Okay. Now, how many leap years were there from 1 AD to 100 AD? Well, first of all, let us calculate, is 100 AD a leap year? Well, it is a century year, so it should be divisible by 400. Is it divisible by 400? No, it is not divisible by 400. Hence, it is not a leap year. Now, how many years remain? Well, we have 180 till 99 AD now. So, how many years do they become? Well, they become a total of 99 years, right? And let us calculate the number of leap years now. So, the number of leap years will be equal to 99 divided by 4, isn't it? And 99 divided by 4 gives you 24.75. Now we ignore this 0.75 and we get 24. So there are 24 leap years in the period from 180 to 180, right? Now many people mistakenly give the number as 25 leap years because they just divide 100 by 4 and they get 25. But that is not the case. We have the number of leap years as 24, and the reason is that 100 AD is not a leap year, and before that we have 24 leap years. Okay, so this is the correct answer.